everybody, welcome to my channel. I am Crystal. If you are new or a returning Yarny Cat, welcome. So today I have quite a bit to show. I got fiber in the mail. I got some yarn from Dee last weekend. I have quite a few hanks that I've spun up over the last week. And so I forgot that I was going to do Yarny Cat Spotlight this week. I'm going to put it off till next Thursday. So don't forget, post your finished project pictures in my Facebook group or send them to my email. Because the next one I do is not going to be until September. All right. What do I want to start with first? All right. Let's go with the yarn that I've been prepping for my next live sale. I believe it's going to be, I forgot the date, second Friday in August is when I'm going to have my live sale. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Central Time. I will release a video once I get all my yarns finished, kind of going over how they work, how it works if you've never been to one of my live sales. I'm shooting for the biggest handspun yarn sale I've had. So I think I'm aiming for about 30 at least. So yes, let's get into this. Now last week I showed the 3 that I called light rust, which actually they're like a golden brown, and the 3 lime. I've gotten quite a bit more done since then. All right, so I've done 3 pale pink. Each one, I believe all of these have come out to 2 weights. So pale pink number 1 came out to 156 yards. Pale pink number 2, 144 yards. And pale pink number 3 came out to 154. So ballparking almost in the same area. I did 3 white, just plain white. It came out to 154 for number 1. Number 2 came out to 160 yards. And number 3 came out to 160 yards. That's just, and they had different ounces too. One had 1.9 ounces, one had 2 ounces. Go figure. But 3 white. Now, whoever buys these, you could dye them yourself or use them as is. So, I got 3 white. I got 3 burgundy. Burgundy number 1 has 156. Burgundy number 2 has 156. And holy cow, the third one has 156. How did I do that? That is insane. I didn't realize I did. So what I had been doing is like, I'll spin up 1 pink and 1 white a day. I do 2 different colors because when I'm doing the same colors, I have to put a tie, which that's not a big deal, marking which one is which. So I spun these 3 different days along with the gold that I have. So the yellow gold. And so like I said, you know, like one day I did a yellow and gold and then a burgundy also, because I try to spin at least 2 a day. And that is insane that they were all 156. So there's 3 burgundy and all of them are about 2 weights. But I can honestly say that some of these had a little bit more like a 3 weight in them, like, because it's roving. It's going to have thick and thin, but I try to be consistent. All right, so golden yellow number 1 had 154 yards. Golden yellow number 2 had 168. And golden yellow number 3 had 170. I was like, and that's such a pretty color too. All right. And then y'all saw last week the lime. I got 3 of those. And then the 3 light rust. So that is 8 18 so far. I have a box I'm putting them in. So I'm very excited about this one. All of these are going to be solid colors, so you could use them with anything. I don't know if by the time I get all 30 done, they're not going to fit in the box I have, so I'll have to find something else to put them in. But I got 18 done so far. I can't believe it. So I'm very excited. I know I will get it done. I know I will. Because I still have about a week left in this month. Yeah. So, and if I do 2 a day, that's 14 would be 1 week. So yes, I can get it done. All right, on to the next thing, and that is the yarn I got from Dee, which will lead into some of the fiber I got. All right, so I was lurking at her live sale, and I was just, I really, really liked this one colorway, and nobody was jumping on it. And I'm like, all right. So after the live was over, I contacted her and I asked her, can you hold me these 4? Well, I said, can you put aside 2 of the Beach Boys yarn? And then a few days later, I made a proposition to her and she agreed. And so I'm very excited about that. But I got all 4 hanks of the Beach Boys yarn. And look at how beautifully dyed this is. Very, very nice. I absolutely just think, you know, it's got different, it's got the white mixed in, and then the brown is different shades of brown. And it's just so soft. Each one is 280 yards and it's a 3 weight. And I got 4. And plus, it's superwash merino wool, 19.5 micron. That's even softer than the fiber I buy. So I was very excited about that. So I paid for 2 of them. And we are bartering for the next 2. So let me show you the stitch markers she sent, and then I'm going to show you the fiber that she picked out, because I'm going to hand spin her some yarn. So she sent this stitch marker. It's a little leaf. And this one has a kitty. Cute little kitty cat. So those are the stitch markers she sent. All right, so the proposition that I proposed is if she'd like to barter for 2 of the hanks, and I'll pay her for 2. And she said, yes, that's fine. And I said, well, I want you to go and pick out your own fiber colors. So it's what you want. And that's what she did. She chose cerulean, mallard, which is like a deep teal, chartreuse, and hazelnut. It's like it's coming out really dark there, but it's a little bit, well, yeah, that's about how dark it is. So what I'm gonna do, I got 2 extra hazelnut and mallard. So 1 hank is gonna be barber pulled like this. And then I'm going to do, I haven't decided which way I'm going to do the colors, but I think it's going to be like this. Barber pulled, and it's also going to be striped. So it's going to have a little bit of this, and then it's going to transition to this. Then back to this, then back to this. So that's what I'm planning. We'll see how it goes. Now, the fiber I got from my live sale. Majority of the colors I've had so far has 3 hanks. There's only going to be 1 color that is going to have 3 out of all the fiber I got, which is going to be the sapphire. This will make 2, and these 2 small ones will make 1 hank. So this one will have 3 hanks, but everything else is going to be 2. I got teal, emerald, aqua, which I love aqua and turquoise and teal. This one is poppy, and then Barbie, so a hot pink. So each one of these are 4 ounces, and they will make 2 hanks of yarn, 2 ounces. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13 more hanks to spin for the live sale. That's why I was averaging, you know, if I had 14, it would be 2 a day. It would be 7 days. So, let me grab a drink of my coffee. We did yard work today, and I got up, had 1 cup of coffee, let Canella out, and not an hour later we were doing yard work, and I had made my 2nd cup of coffee, and I never got to drink it. So, but I think that is it for today. Please do not forget about Yarny Cat Spotlight. It is going to be next Thursday. And on next Thursday, I am going to be on Dee's channel, chilling in the yarn room at 5 p.m. Central Time. That's 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 Mountain, and 3 Pacific. And there is something else I wanted to mention. My live is tomorrow with Bridget, Queen's Crafts by Bridget. And Tuesday, I have my guest, Alicia of Young 40 Mom Crafts. She's coming back on. She didn't get to the 2nd Friday of this month because she's sick. So I hope y'all can join us. That'll be at 12 Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And I think that might have been everything. How about we do an entry giveaway, and I'll draw it this coming Monday. I don't know the date. I'll probably put it up here on the screen. Okay. So my sweet friends at Where I Buy My Fiber, they included some business cards. So why don't we use the keyword mohair? M-O-H-A-I-R. And I'll draw 5 names, 2 entries each. So, and that'll be Monday, this coming Monday. I don't know the date, but like I said, I'll put it up at the top here. But I guess that's it. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see y'all later. Bye for now, everybody.